For probably over a decade, I've been working with men in prison, working with some of those men as they've also come out back into the community and doing organizing here around Gilmore Homes. Last April, early May, I was still trying to process a lot of what was going on. I wasn't necessarily hopeful that there would be much change. I really wasn't. I thought that the change would come on the ground level and on the grassroots level. But in terms of the structural politics and the system that exists in Baltimore, I wasn't very hopeful. We had been looking for like a physical space probably from the time we were here. We knew that that was going to be necessary. Most of our work had been happening outside. We had been eyeing this row most of that time. So we were contacting various people at the city, trying to find out how we could go about obtaining the house. We were sent to the Vacants to Value program. The house wasn't listed. At some point, Governor Hogan made his announcement about major demolitions in this community. And I spoke with some folks and I was like, look, you know what? We need to take a house. We need to make a stand against that kind of destruction of the community, because if we don't make a stand now, this will continue to happen throughout the city. So we talked to everyone that we felt was a stakeholder, told them what we wanted to do, got those folks' approval, and someone changed the locks and volunteers came in and began to clean out, and we began to set up shop in terms of doing programming. We really think that it's important to preserve this house. We want this property. We need this property for the community. It has significance because it sits in very close proximity to where Freddie Gray was arrested, beaten. If people can't see it now, certainly 20 years from now, people will see the historical significance. People keep talking about, well, there are laws, and we're like, well, we feel like we have the moral high ground. We're doing something for the community. This isn't self-serving. This is something we want to do for and with folks in this community. We have a lot of people engaged who are going to be doing different kinds of activities, teaching young people video skills, arts. We have a group that wants to do rites of passage for young women. So we're going to continue to schedule that kind of programming. We're going to continue to do cookouts and engage the community, develop a very neighborly relationship with folks, and look at the future. A lot of what people come into contact here with in this community is like traditional nonprofit, which is run in a way that doesn't always feel the needs, the desires, or the wants, or even influenced by the community. And I feel like it's important for the community to have folks who are also operating on a grassroots level and are saying, this is not just ours, this is ours collectively. I think that's very important. You know, strong people don't need strong leaders, okay? And our role is to really help people find that inner strength and find their own power, and for us to pull together collectively with that power and make the changes that are necessary. People here are hopeful. They want the same things that folks in Roland Park want. The people here are beautiful in the sense of their friendliness, how they've embraced us, you know, and despite the conditions that people are living in, they still have that hope, and that beauty is still there. And I think that those are the things that often get missed about people in Baltimore, is the friendliness that exists in these communities, and the sense of community and pride and loyalty to community that people have. I think that more people ought to consider doing what we're doing at Tubman House. I think that there comes a time when we have to determine what will our ultimate pushback be to power. And we have to also begin to stand our ground.